Hello students, welcome to today's mini lesson on SLO Research E Learning Target 1. Today we're going to evaluate whether information helps us to support the answer to our question or research. How has war impacted America? So for each paragraph we're going to ask ourselves whether the information in the paragraph helps us to answer the question. If the answer is no, we'll continue reading. If the answer is yes, then we want to stop and determine how we're going to use the information to answer our question. There are three options that you'll work with in order to record that information. Either you will take the information exactly from the newspaper article, and that's called a quote, and we'll put our quoted information along the sides here. You may summarize information, which will go here. Or you will paraphrase information, which is just saying it another way, but keeping every single detail intact. So let's take a look at our article to see what we'll be working with today. I'll model using Vietnam, the War That Killed Trust from the New York Times newspaper. You'll have the opportunity to pause and read paragraphs 1 through 6 so you're on the same page with me. After reading, I will do a think aloud telling you why I chose to keep certain information quoted exactly as it is, why I chose to summarize other information, and why I chose to paraphrase information. After completing the graphic organizer, you'll be prepared to practice using the remainder of this article. Additionally, there is another article that is ready for you to use and practice evaluating information, how it's connected to your topic or not, and using the information in a graphic organizer. Pause here and press play when you are ready to go on with the mini lesson. Based on the information in paragraph 1, I decided that while it did connect to the research topic of how war impacted America, it was a bit wordy in terms of the answers with the college students. I decided that it would be better for me to summarize the information because the specifics of the story were not as important as the main point. Essentially, based on the information in paragraph 1, I was able to discern that college students were impacted by the war. Rather than studying and hanging out with their friends like they normally would, they were up at 2 o'clock in the morning arguing. That would be a good point to discuss in my paper regarding how war impacted America. Now I'm going to move to the next paragraph where I decided there was information that related to my topic. The next paragraph from the article where I was able to identify information that helped me to answer the research question was paragraph 4. Essentially, I chose paragraph 4 because it outright says that because of the events of the Vietnam War, we were made to be cynical and distrustful and etc. And since that directly answers my question, I'm going to keep the information from paragraph 4 quoted, and I'm going to add it here. Because I thought the information from paragraph 4 would be more powerful in its original form, I did decide to quote it as I mentioned before. Vietnam changed us as a country for the worse. It made us cynical and distrustful, especially of government. Now I'm going to refer to paragraph 5, which was also essential in helping to answer the question, how has war impacted America? For paragraph 5, I'll paraphrase. I'll keep the essential and non-essential ideas, but just say them in another way. It helps when you vary the way that you present ideas so that your reader is engaged, and also so you can make sure that you're not accidentally plagiarizing. When you're intentionally summarizing, quoting, and paraphrasing, and giving credit to your resource, it would make it very hard for you to plagiarize or copy information illegally. Based on paragraph 5, I was able to paraphrase the information and highlight the fact that one of the positive benefits of war, essentially how it's impacted America, is that it forced people to put their race and culture aside and work together for a common goal. Now, you are ready to continue practicing with the remainder of the article, if you like, But additionally, there is a fresh new article for you to work with so that you're able to complete your graphic. Again, your main goal is to identify support for your research question. So you're asking yourself, is the information related in each paragraph that you read? Then you're going to decide which information would best help you to answer your research question. And then you're going to summarize one piece of information, quote another piece, and paraphrase another. Again, your decisions will be based on what information is most essential. So the information that fits exactly as it is from the text, you will quote it. The information that is really good, but you don't necessarily need every single word there, you might paraphrase it. And then in terms of just general ideas that relate to your topic or things that you have to glean a little more implicitly, you can summarize that information. This is the way that you will cite the information you use. When it's time to actually write a report or a documented essay based on the information you found, you'll have the opportunity to see how in-text citation works. But for now, just MLA basic citation works for all of the different information you're pulling from your article or your blog. I know that you are beyond ready to go. I'm sure that you're going to ace this. Good luck.